In February 19, 2016, Muhammad Qasim saw a dream. In this dream, we were in a very huge building, and the ones who ran the building made such a system which prevented anyone from escaping. I was very concerned with this system and I wanted to escape, but I could not find a way out. Then in a dream within, Allah told me there's a way out. Search for it and I will help you. I immediately started searching and I met a few people. I told them that Allah has told me there's a way out of this system. Come, let's go and find it. But they said, are you mad? No one has ever escaped this building, and even if they did, we have no clue how. So don't waste your time and don't waste our time. Why don't you just keep on living in this building like everyone else? I said in my mind, you mean live like a slave? I refused to accept that, so I continued my search. I found some powerful people who had many followers. I told them there's a way out of here. They replied saying, take him to a doctor. This is a madman. They took me to a doctor and the doctor said to them that there's a defect in his heart and there's no cure. After seeing this, I became worried. No one was listening to me and Allah hasn't helped me yet either. I became annoyed, so I left. I passed by several halls, one after another, until I reached a place where there was the light of the sun, and that light was shining on one or two people. They looked at me and one of them said, look how beautiful his sweater is. I looked at my sweater and I became surprised, thinking, when did I put on this sweater before? It was actually a very beautiful sweater with amazing coloring. I didn't understand, so I continued walking towards the source of the sunlight. A man said if he is truthful, then he will distribute food and money. I ignored them and went to the source of the light. It was a small hole in the wall where the sunlight was coming from. I became happy but said this hole is not big enough for me to escape. I stuck my hand in to see if I could make it bigger and it expanded by little. So I inserted both hands and my head and I was able to climb out. I became very happy knowing the help of Allah had come. I went forward and found my home. In my house, there were many birds inside cages and they were hungry and chirping loudly. Then I thought, how can I feed them since I have nothing to feed them with? I became worried, so I clenched my hands into a fist and felt grains of food. I poured the grain into the container of one of the birds until it became filled. And my hands also remained filled with grains, and I was amazed, thinking, where are these grains coming from? Then I gave a little amount to every bird, fearing that the grains in my hand might run out, but they didn't. And then I gave them water just like that, and they were all eating. I became very tired after doing all this and told myself how this is difficult work. I opened the door of their cages and told them to go out in the morning and find their sustenance and come back to your cages in the evening. And also, keep your cages clean. All of them agreed and said we will obey everything you commanded. I became surprised, thinking what type of birds are these that they are able to talk to me? Then all those birds did exactly what I asked them to do and their breed multiplied swiftly. And I said that I will sell these birds to the rich people of the building and gain wealth. And I should also do something else to impress the people of the building. And I should surpass them so that they will have to accept my terms. I remembered how they lacked a source of power in the building, so I wanted to invent a new generator to create electricity. Then a powerful and new generator appeared in front of me by the mercy of Allah. I became amazed that I just thought about it and Allah made it into a reality. Then I said to the people of that building that I invented a very easy and new formula to generate electricity. Then those people sent their best engineers and they were amazed by the generator and they requested the formula to make a similar one. I needed to gain wealth to free the people, so I said, do you think that I will give it to you for free? Then I gained a lot of wealth by selling the birds and the formula. I freed many people from the building by giving money to the owners, and I distributed money amongst the people and gave them food, as well as a place to live. There was still more people in the building and I was debating whether I should give the rest of the food and money to all of them or not. I know I would feel ashamed if the money finishes and I couldn't save the others and distribute to them. And Allah said from the sky that those people who do not despair from the mercy of Allah and remain patient, then Allah gives such a reward to them, and the treasures of Allah do not end by distributing. Instead, they constantly increase. And Allah is dominant over what He does, but most people know not.